Welcome to the Fourth World series, Fourth World Meeting Prison. I am George Martorano. No one can know my life, for I'm the one God chose to be the loneliest. In this loneliness, sorrow drops, drop by drop by drop. My first video, we talked about solitary. I'm going to continue about those years, which we call the box. My first prison was the maximum security prison in Marion, Illinois. I got there in 1984, the month of November. That was the few months after the vicious killing of 2 prison guards. Everyone that entered was labeled an animal. I was not. The institution only holds 360 men. Everyone were repeat offenders, violent escapes, murders. I was not. Again, I was a nonviolent first offender. There were 34 guys on each cell block. You were only let out of your cell 11 hours a week. 1 hour a day for your shower, whatever little exercise you want to do. 2 hours outside rec yard. 2 hours inside gym. Basically 11 hours a week. How you got your inside rec was each cell was cracked for 1 hour, only 5 cells. You didn't know what time the cell was open. So if you wanted to exercise, a smart guy put his exercise clothes right at the bars, because you can be watching TV. Everyone had a little black and white TV. You could have been reading. You could have been doing some toiletry. And that you had 30 seconds to get outside that cell door when it slid open. So you're going out, and I actually used to change to the bars, take my clothes, put my workout clothes. I was the first out of the 5 of that segments. Then there was my cellie next to me, and the one next, and etc. The third guy never came out. Never came out. Not even to wash. The other 2, I can't remember at the time, but I do remember quite vividly who became my workout buddy the next cell over. I won't mention his last name, but his first name was Darryl. Distinguished looking, looked like the actor Peter O'Toole. So, I was only 32 at the time. We started working out together. I had made 1 or 2 friends on the cell block. Of course, it was customary when you did your workout, your short workout, you got your shower, you would go to your new friend and ask if he wanted hot water or some ice, and you would give him that service. But after working out with Darryl, the few friends that I made wouldn't talk to me. In a sense, they would talk to me, but very on the QT. And I said, "What's up?" They said, "Well, you're working out with Darryl." I says, "Yeah." They said, "You know who he is?" I said, "No." I says, "His door gets cracked at that hour of the day. He comes out to work out. I come out to work out, and we work out together." He says, "Well, listen. He cut 3 people's heads off." I said, "What?" "Yes. He's been in the Colorado state system all his life. He cut an inmate's head off. He cut a guard's head off. And he cut a psychologist's head off." I said, "He said he cut a psychologist's head off." They said, "Yes, he did." That's why he's studied by everyone basically in psychology in the prison system, because he got in the head of psychologists. When the psychologist wanted to see him, he was on a 10-man hold. Actually, What do you mean by 10-man hold? A lieutenant comes with 10 guards, chains you up, and takes you to point A to point B in the prison. So, I started working out with that. We worked out every day for a long time. Then, after 3 years passed, the warden was making his rounds. Darrell says to the warden, "Warden, I've been here 3 years. I gave you no trouble. I'm not out of here in a short time. A head's coming off." He says, "Now you can come in my cell. You won't find the weapon. But I tell you now, I'm not out of here back to the Colorado system." Because, Darrell knew he was never getting out. But he wanted to be where he was born and raised in the state of Colorado. So, that was on a Friday. The warden made his rounds on Friday. Come Saturday, the warden came in, actually in his leisure clothes, and he told Darrell, because I'm listening, he said, "Darrell, please don't let a head come off. I spoke to the governor of Colorado. You will be back in the Colorado state prison system soon. Just don't do anything." And the warden leaves. A short time later, guess what? The cell opens up for our workout. I came out of the cell with a towel around my neck. And we start working out. And Darrell notices the towel. He said, "George, what's the towel about?" I said, "Well, Darrell, I heard you tell the warden that a head's coming off." He said, No, George. You're the only friend I had in prison since I was young. Your head will not come off." So I was happy to hear that. I said, "Darrell, do you mean it?" He says, "Yes, if I'm not out of here in a short time, a head's coming off." So I don't want to get on his bad side, so I unwrapped the towel, took it off, and we continued our workout. And in a short time, Darrell was, I think it was in the middle of the night, the state sheriffs, the state of Colorado, came and took him away. That was the last time I seen Darrell, and I hope and pray that he never took another head off. And that was this another segment of the Fourth World, where we'll go on. Thank you.